that's a fun one.
On top of what they have, but they are going to go for that center.
All right, she's been creeping up.
Does have that long range, and also specifically into Vi. Vi has to see you to be able to target you, and you have the Shroud to play around, so can play at a distance, and then if you see Vi coming, can pop that, and it is just looking to be Senna Nautilus coming through.
Yep, I like the Nautilus denial as well as the pickup in the lane alongside the center because they don't have a lot of engage out of Gen G. Yeah, they've got flash tibbers, but it's not exactly all that reliable. And so Duro now having a lot of agency here in this game. Effort with the ability to answer this, though. We'll see what he is going to be picking up. For some reason, I feel like he's going to play Nico, but I don't know whether that is going to be something. We've seen Nico really fall out of favor more recently.
I think Alistair's good. I think Shen's good.
Yeah, Alistair's a very fun one.
I think those are fine.
Yep, I like this a lot more.
Rel works too. I think just picking a strong melee engager in this situation, and it looks like it will just be that Rel. Yeah, he might just be dead.
Yeah, cease and desist is available. There is the Weaver's Wall. The ultimate does manage to buy a lot of space, but they just get back on top of him. Keen should be able to take down Cuz here, though. Oh, there it is, the 1-for-1. As well, as the Rumble did not manage to pick up the kills. So we're going to have a look at this from Keen's perspective.
So the big thing is buffering the ult from the Vi just means all the follow-up is missing. Like the equalizer, everything was over there where his original position was.
From Chovy, though.
Wheeler still has no flash.
Oh dear. There is the revisit, and down will go Ruler. It's a decent cleanse, but he is not going to live. Sometimes you just like to press R before you die. Down in this mid lane, and we've got aiming in the top side this time around, trying to grab some plates up there. As there is the crash down, flash out from Duro, but he immediately gets encountered by Cuz, who is able to throw him towards the sky. There's the blast cone, but Effort gets into position. Dawning Shadow to try and keep Duro alive. He's still alive as the curtains were called. He's finally taken out, but it's just support for support. Sorry, you dash anyway. That's all right, KT now looking to close in on Chovy here. Effort going to be moving on over. There's the Magna Storm to hold him in position. And he needs to get out of the way of the seismic shove. He does manage to pass that test, but now the curtains have been called. Oh my goodness. Dodges the last one though. We just need an auto from BDD and they do manage to take him down.
An auto to the head is enough. Now Canyon looking for perfect here.
Okay.
With no flash, this should be an easy dive.
Yep, Equalizer is going to come down, so they will at least be able to have perfect deal with the wave. Flash out from Keen to make sure that he doesn't die. As now he got a crash down from Effort to get over to a blast cone. And then to get pulled back by Duro and probably killed. There's a great seismic shove though as BDD comes over to save the day. And Deadly Flourish connects onto Chovy. It's a fair bit of damage there, is now aiming.
Overcommit a bit onto Effort. Now looking for BDD. BDD has flash.
Well, the Tibbers is going to come down from the sky and the Anchor is not going to steal the kill. That's going to go over to Chovy.
This Dragon, we can give it up. We can play for top instead.
Exactly what they're going to do. So first one for KT on the board as BDD might be targeted once again. And yeah, Canyon comes in, finds that Cyclone as soon as it comes off cooldown.
Both of them, especially when Canyon gets a second item, such a big spike for the Wukong.
Oh dear, this is just trading mid laners over and over again. Crash down from Effort is going to connect and BDD is going to get some revenge. But Cuz not going to go underneath the turret this time around. Now just going to come on over. Does manage to get the smite down onto Chovy. Cease and desist is up in 3 seconds time as Effort is going to move in as well. All right, how do we magic our way out of this one? As you don't. That's the answer as he is just eliminated by aiming.
I think just so... Oh, TP coming in.
All right.
Trying to get in range of the Wukong.
Cease and desist does manage to find him here as the Weaver's Wall comes on through. There's a public execution though as they're looking to try and get on top of Canyon, but he makes his way out to relative safety. Cuz's health bar is now too low. And the rest of KT, I think they're going to have to back away. Flash out from Perfect. No equalizer. Just Tibbers and a depth charge. Genji also a little bit worse for wear as far as that is concerned. Great buffer, but now going to get tagged, and Duro gonna have to flash to get out of the way. That last shot blocked by Keen, and Duro gonna get barbecued by Perfect in the end. Did have to invest the equalizer for it though, as now Canyon could be in a little bit of trouble. Cuz trying to move himself out of the way as Chovy realizing that he has to teleport to get out of this one, and will be able to do that. So just to pick but a lot invested in order to get it.
Yeah, I think Genji can fight this 4v5. With the fact that the equalizer and the curtain cools down, it's a lot of power budget unavailable. I think there's still a chance they can take this.
Well, let's see whether they go for it. You can see them lurking in the area as Jonas Strong does try and keep us on our toes. Canyon gets in there, effort with the Shattering Strike. This is going to be a 50-50 most likely, but then cease and desist, and Ruler doing so much damage with that Dawning Shadow. There is a steal from Canyon, and Cuz goes down as well. It's a disaster for KT, as, yeah. And KT do need to deal with this center. As this game goes on, she's going to become more and more of a problem already with 2 items completed. As Cuz looking for Duro once again. Cease and desist on to Ruler though, as I think they have done their homework, but the bear is going to come down from the sky. And Cuz able to get himself out of the way just now as Canyon moving on in. Dawning Shadow avoided there by the Vi. And Effort able to crash his way out of there. Man, the fancy footwork here from KT. Kind of working on the seismic shot, pulls him back. And Keen gonna have to try and commit to this. They do manage to take down Effort, but now the depth charge onto Perfect comes in. And the curtains have been called. The decoy gonna block a lot of bullets, but Genji will be able to walk their way out.
Quest completed.
Exactly. Effort is now moving towards Keen, looking for a bit of an angle here as he doesn't find the Shattering Strike. There is the crash down as Public Execution not going to connect. Cuz trying to get himself out of there, but Canyon finds the backline. Aiming is just going to get executed by the Dawning Shadow. Decent flick there from PDD, but they've missed out on so much of their damage now. As KT, I mean, the equalizer did absolutely nothing, and now the Piercing Darkness from Ruler will be able to keep everyone safe. Genji just moving forward like a freight train.
Getting control of the area, just to deny any chances of Cuz moving in and stealing this one. Duro's playing bouncer, as is Keen.
Still up and at the ready. Genji looking for it here, as Cuz can always pull the trigger. BDD is the target they're looking for. The anchor goes wide, though. Deadly Flourish connects onto Duro. Is now Perfect, just throwing harpoons around, and Duro gets punched by Cuz. Equalizer, and Duro just walks up the whole way. Curtain call. Oh, the timbers! As max range, but it's a massive bear from the sky from Chovy. And it's now Keen able to dash around the battlefield. Cuz is wiped out. And it's only the bottom lane left for KT.
So much of the focus from KT was on this Nautilus, they lost track of the small gill with the bear. It's gonna be hard to find a window. Ruler playing pretty aggressive.
Oh, has to flash.
That was
something for KT.
One. They're going to move back towards the Elder. KT, you have to rush in if they want to be able to contest this. I mean, it's only Canyon for now, so it's going slowly. They have to make some headway quickly.
Oh, well, the rest of Genji are still going to be here. The Public Execution right into the back line just manages to skewer aiming, and Keen is able to lock him down in the end as well. Perfect now trying to get something done. Goes golden in the last moment, but does nothing at all as far as damage. And now Chovy looking to try and prove it against PDD once again. This is going to be the inhibitor turret going down, and this should be the end of the game, and match point already for Genji.
Genji end up crushing KT there. They try and approach to contest the Elder, but they get decimated. Keen and Chovy absolutely on fire in this game, and BDD, last one alive on the Nexus, will stay alive, but the Nexus will not.